Have you wondered what a person thinks as they're dying? Imagine exploring the unknown and seeing life's secrets. We'll study the remarkable story of a person who became a believer while facing death, providing a terrible glimpse into humankind's future. Ready to explore the enigmatic regions of awareness and face the shocking realities ahead? Did your experience hint at the future? Well, that's hard. I could share and let you decide or withhold it to avoid discomfort. Not to terrify anyone. Some friends who moved to Vancouver recently joined me for dinner. I was fine until I started having problems breathing and my chest felt compressed. I initially thought it was illness. The feeling intensified, perplexing me and making me worry what was wrong with my body. The situation became so bad that I had to hide in their private toilet and stare at the mirror to make sense of it. I thought, Heather, if you don't seek assistance, this could be the end, after making a shocking discovery. My fear increased, making the situation appear worse. I left the restroom and announced that I needed medical assistance, ruining the party. I received startled looks when asked how I was doing. I denied rides to the hospital because I thought my fiancé's unfamiliarity with the area would delay essential aid. As I drove along a lonely roadway in the dark, the following few moments blurred. Dread and despondency grew as I sensed impending calamity. I was slowly enveloped by a deep blackness. Despite the darkness, I suddenly felt peaceful and interested, replacing my first dread. I could scarcely see my surroundings, but this odd, empty space comforted me. A faint light shone in the deep blackness, brightening as it approached. I was captivated when the light transformed into a spinning vortex and an ethereal show of muted hues and dazzling flashes. As it loomed overhead, and I experienced an excessively sharp climb, I was terrified and grabbing for nothing. My desperate attempts to stop the climb failed, leaving me vulnerable to the unknown. And strong light hit me when I emerged from the tunnel above ground. In addition to illuminating, the light was pleasant and cozy. As I emerged from the tunnel, I noticed a crowd bathed in a bright light like a stadium with floodlights. Some strangers reminded me of deceased family members, notably my great-grandmother. Disoriented by the odd situation, I initially refused their attempts. Despite the uncertainties, my great-grandmother softly told me my terrible demise. The news overwhelmed me and I collapsed, too distraught to stand. The radiant embrace of the hereafter comforted me throughout my departure and let me realize how ephemeral existence is in the endless nothingness of forever. In the dazzling afterlife, a higher force's ethereal vibrations calmed me during the difficult transition. After accepting my death, I began a riveting and non-traditional introspective trip through my life. The complicated interplay between thoughts, sentiments, and deeds that shaped my life amazed me. The life evaluation went beyond observation and the five senses to be immersive. I learned how even small acts of kindness or hate can have a big impact and how intertwined we all are. After thinking about previous partnerships, I learned how energy was exchanged in every meeting, impacting destinies unexpectedly. As I remembered childhood friendships and fights, I could feel our words and acts ripple across existence. Simple acts of kindness or cruelty could transform lives in unexpected ways. In the afterlife, I met souls bound by fate and agreements made in eternity. Even in the complexity of divine purpose, I saw the value of free will and the power of choice in guiding our earthly journey. I saw the intricate relationship between cause and effect across lives as karma came to life. I saw past lifetimes and had to face with the consequences of long-forgotten decisions that were forever recorded in the soul. The celestial knowledge guided me as I investigated energy and consciousness, exposing the complicated inner workings of the human form. I learned about the delicate energy dance in the auric field, energy point geometry, and how emotions affect reality. The knowledge of our inherent potential freed me to accept the transformational potential of conscious purpose and comprehend that our vibratory frequencies may impact reality. I embarked on self-mastery with newfound clarity, using the human spirit's unlimited ability to transcend the physical realm. I entered Crystal City's ethereal world to see an unmatched show. The city shone with surreal grandeur amid a mist, enticing with its charm. Despite my brief stay, I was greeted by an unusual presence. Their identity was unknown, yet they oozed compassion beyond their appearance. Their hug, proof of their love, comforted me during my heavenly voyage's uncertainties. Invisible powers led me to a healing sanctuary, a gorgeous sky refuge. Submerging themselves in pools of luxurious water with unrivaled healing properties soothed exhausted spirits here. The sanctuary's alabaster pillars, shining in heavenly mercy, saw countless lives' silent trials and victories. My soul's sacred memoirs were in the Hall of Records, a testament to the numerous lives lived and lessons learned throughout history. The huge book that held my name was a testament to my soul's travels, filled with lessons from each brief life and echoes of prior lives. I watched as souls navigated fate's maze-like corridors under the watchful eye of cosmic advisors and a celestial council. This heavenly assembly brought back a recollection, as if the disclosed truths were sewn into my being. I was encased in time, moving across the vast nothingness of being and experiencing time travel. Every avenue opened up the endless possibilities outside mortal experience, from wormholes' violent currents to purposeful translocations' serene simplicity. Despite the majesty of celestial revelation, a gloomy reality cast a shadow over the light vacuum. I realized our communal failings after seeing historical records of human conflict and suffering. Conflict and separation made the need for harmony and understanding evident, pushing people toward forgiveness and compassion. I hesitated to leave heaven because of the comfort of the heavenly hug. I cried uncontrollably when I realized my worldly journey was incomplete. I was determined to overcome the hurdles ahead, believing my comeback would bring about major change and recuperation. I believed in the interconnection of all things and prayed that humanity would awaken to a world without discrimination. I saw a bright future where kindness leads to global enlightenment and familial bonds transcend earthly comprehension, all woven into the glorious fabric of universal unity.